Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's the roads here suck. Breaking YouTube silence here. There just hasn't been much going on, but today we are going to be doing our 210,000 mile oil change. The smart ones among you will realize that this is 211,056 miles. I was supposed to change my oil at 210,000 miles, but I was just a little bit lazy and I couldn't find the time. Perhaps I was being a little bit abusive and neglectful, but you know, when I'm using a non-cheap filter and I'm using synthetic oil that's advertised to protect for, let's say, I don't know, up to 10,000 miles or whatever, shouldn't be a big deal, despite the fact that the owner's manual in this car states that oil should be changed every 3,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. I just do 5,000 miles based on visual inspection of the oil to see how it's doing. But despite the carbon buildup, the chemical properties of the oil should still be fine. So despite this neglect, I have not been terribly abusive. Anyways. This time we have wife unit had gummy bears, so I warned her not to drop gummy bears, but anyways, today's supplies includes Mobil 1 10W30 high mileage advanced full synthetic motor oil, 6 quarts of that, and Mobil 1 filter. This was just what I happened to see in Walmart and wanted to grab, and honestly I didn't want to touch the Fram filter again, even though it was the higher quality Fram filter. All that aside, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the engine temperature up a little bit just to get that oil warm and flowing. I'm going to drive around just around the block maybe once or twice, park it again, and then put it up on ramps. Let it cool down for 30 minutes so that it's not scalding hot, just warm enough so that it flows nicely. And we're going to do this oil change really quick after I throw this gummy bear at her. Yeah, so we'll go warm it up and we'll be right back. For those of you who are pretty new, you might not know, but a couple of years back I was hit with a chunk of rebar that took out this fender and this headlight. So I had to actually replace both headlights. So they're not original. These are like TYC brand headlights. And this car, as you can see, just eats rocks on the highway with the, like a bloody shit-eating grin. So these headlights were guaranteed for. They had some sort of protective coating and were guaranteed for, I forget, it was 10 years or a lifetime or something like that. But, as you can see, it didn't do anything. So, the funny part is, if I were to go and try to replace these, if I go on Amazon, these are discontinued, so useless warranty. So we've got some sort of industrial type equipment here. We got a machine and some pads and some wax and rubbing compound and whatnot. And we're going to see if we could sort of restore these a little bit. Try to give us a little bit more room here. I really neglected this thing. I haven't washed it. Not anything. I need to change this at some point because it's supposedly washable and reusable, but the way that mesh is rusting away, I wouldn't want to. Okay, so I guess we're taping it around with masking tape. Make sure we don't hit any of the metal. We've opened up the hood so that we have a little bit of extra space.
Ready?
And yeah. We're just kind of working somewhat blindly. We're just going through a whole bunch of compounds and chemicals here to see what is the trick. while we're here, we're going to hit two birds with one stone. Now we just gotta let it go for a little bit. It's incredible. I can't believe how far off they were gone. Like these fog lamps. These fog lamps are gone. But that's alright. I really appreciate it. So we see that the oil has been dripping away for some time now. I went ahead and cleaned off the drain plug, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but there's a little golden ring around this. That would be like the crush washer or the gasket that goes over the drain plug. So I do have that. Made sure that came off. Go ahead and clean up the area for the drain plug a little bit and insert the drain plug with the crush washer looking thing. We'll grab our breaker bar here, and of course we want to tighten it. You want to make it just right, not too crazy. I'd say that feels about right. So we'll toss that up to the side, and the next step is going to be to clean the surface that the oil filter goes on and make sure that the gasket came off, so you don't double gasket the new oil filter. Doesn't have to be crazy clean or particularly clean, just clean enough. And that's that. So what happens now is I'm going to turn the car on. I'm going to take a look under it to make sure nothing's leaking. And then I'm going to take it for a test drive. But other than that, that was the 210,000 mile oil change. I'm going to log the odometer reading in my little piece of log paper. And yeah, that would have been the oil change. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and that you enjoyed this video. You wanna love me in your car.